And so we get to claim, that, okay, we have this connection with the Packers, so we're all cheeseheads up there, we claim. And by the way, we're on this mission right now to try to get your Jerry Kramer finally inducted in Canton into the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we have Donald Trump helping us do that too. So Wisconsin, you're going to get a good benefit from Trump with one of your favorite players of all times. It is really good to be here, you guys. Are you ready to make America great again? Well, here's the deal. You cannot lose your beautiful state to Hillary. And here's what's going to happen. Remember that Hillary, she's the continuation of Obama, right? The press, you guys even got to admit that. Her policies, her people, it's just going to be the continuation of Obama. And Wisconsin cannot afford that. There's been too much job loss. There haven't been enough victories, and there will be more and more victories under President Trump for Wisconsin. So, you have to consider on Tuesday, when you're voting for who it is that you want to see representing the Republican Party to go up against Hillary, you have to consider who it is who can beat Hillary. Remember, Obama kicked the Cruz people's butt here in 2012. The Cruz people being Romney and those guys. Well, Romney and those guys, they and Cruz all working together now. The representation that is kind of being made manifest in that team is it's not going to bode well for Wisconsin if it's Cruz on the ticket and not Trump. Trump is the only one who can beat Hillary Clinton. Because of the state of the media as it is today, sometimes you just don't get the accurate information that you need, do you? Sometimes, most of the time, things are twisted and turned, and Donald Trump's positions and policies aren't necessarily reported accurately. So let's do a little pop quiz for the sake of the media. Maybe if you guys yell out the answer, then maybe the media will listen to you all, and they can, with respect for you, they will be able to report accurately the answer to these simple questions. Okay, Wisconsin. Who is the only candidate who has actually created middle-class jobs and helped Americans realize the American dream? Who is it? Who is the only candidate who promotes women in his own company and has shattered the glass ceiling decades before that was a popular thing to do? Who respects the women? Who's the candidate who relies not on those paid political hacks and consultants, those guys who keep losing election and election and election over and over and over again? Who's the one who ignores all that kind of political hacking and actually relies on good advice from the strong women around him, like his strong, confident daughter? Who's that? Donald Trump. Who's the only candidate who doesn't support that job-killing trade plan of President Obama's? Hey, you guys, the media, you keep getting that one wrong too. Cruz has supported it. He does support it. He has twisted his position on the trail, and you guys need to start calling him out on that. So thank you guys for having the right answer for the media. Thank you. Who is the only candidate who has spent decades fighting Washington, D.C. as they have just boxed up and shipped out our manufacturing jobs overseas? Who's the only candidate who fights that? Who's the only candidate not owned by the special interests in those Wall Street crony capitalists? Who's the only candidate who's not receiving a government paycheck? And who's the only candidate who has inspired a movement? He has truly enlarged the tent, as Republicans usually claim they want to do. Now Trump gets kind of clobbered for doing even that, for bringing in independents and blue dog Democrats and others who are just saying, come on, America, enough is enough of what's going wrong out there in the world. We can finally do things right by electing Donald J. Trump, who is the only candidate who knows how to win. He knows the art of the deal, and he's in it for the right reasons. Self-funded, never having to be bought and sold by these corporate donors that are so involved in everybody else's campaign. Who is the only independent candidate who's in this for the right reasons for you? Amen. Now, I know that the only thing standing in between you and hearing from the next president of the United States is me, so I'm going to get out of the way. And it is such an honor to get to introduce to you all the next president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you so much, everybody. And Sarah, thank you very much. Is she great? How good is she? She's a special. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Thank you very much, Sarah. We landed, that snow was pouring in. It was so beautiful. In fact, I thought we were landing in Alaska. I was going to tell Sarah, we've got you home in Alaska. This is beautiful. And I want to thank everybody. Such an incredible turnout. We've had really amazing turnouts, and we're doing so well, and we're so proud of it. And we love Wisconsin. It's a special place. And I think we're going to do really well. I think we're going to do really well. Really well. Look at these young people. You know, something I said on the way up, and I was saying it before, that I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm putting up my own money. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll let you know in about a year from now or less. But I think it means a lot. And the reason is all of these people that I'm running against, and that includes the Republicans and the Democrats, they're not doing it the way I'm doing it. When Hillary gets money from the oil industry and all the other industries, when Kasich gets money from the people he's getting money, they totally control him, believe me. When Cruz, Lion Ted, when he gets money, believe me, Lion Ted, Bible. He lies. I never saw a guy lie like him. I've met a lot tougher than him, but I've never seen anyone lie like Lion Ted. But you know, when he gets money from the banks and he gets money from oil and gas and he gets money from everything, believe me, they have him, folks. They have him. I get money from me. I really am here for one reason, to represent you. To represent you. Believe me. And it's so great. When I come to places, and I like the little thing in the round, I told my people, they said, let's keep them smaller, because, you know, we had protesters, right? So they said, let's keep them smaller. This way we can check everybody that comes in. I said, yeah, but I like the big. I like the big. Do you know we have 5,000? Where's the mall here? Where's the mall? We have 5,000 people in the mall. So I told my people, enough with this stuff. Let them have protesters. Who cares, right? Who cares? We have 5,000 people on the other side of the wall, and I feel so guilty. We love you. Let's all say, we love you over there. But you wouldn't swap seats, I guarantee you that. So, and I hope you can hear well back there. Can you hear well? Everybody? Good. Thank you. And can the mall hear well? Let's see if we can hear. Can the mall hear well? I think they can hear well. I hope they can. Anyway, this is amazing. So look, I'm doing this to make America great again. That's our theme. All these hats. Look at all these hats. But we're doing this. We're doing this to make, look at that guy. Stand up. Look at this guy. Do I look like that? Can you believe it? Can you believe? Look at that. All right. Well, I think it looks great. I like it. Good job. But you know, it's a simple, it's a simple, beautiful theme. Make America great again. We have so many problems. We're doing so poorly, far worse than you understand. And in Wisconsin, you know, I know the numbers. The governor gave me a plaque a year ago when he thought I liked him, and I do. He's a nice person. He came up to my office. He gave me a plaque. I bet he wished he had that one to do over again, right? I think I'll have to show that plaque before I leave, right? I keep saying, no, let's not bring it. I should have brought it for this group. But I'll do it somewhere before the time I leave. I'm going to be here right till the end. We're going to be here right till election. And I think it's going to be an amazing couple of days. And I can tell you, I think we're going to win. I really do. I think we're going to win. I think that people are going to be surprised at how well I see the kind of outpouring we've had. And somebody else, I won't mention the name, was here not so long ago, and they had 300 people. And we have 5,000 out there and, thousands in here. I don't know what it is, a couple of thousand at least. So I think that's more than 2,000 even, right? So I think we're going to win, and I think we're going to win maybe substantially. But let's just see what happens. But I know one thing. We're going to do well. But, well doesn't mean anything, right? You know Vince Lombardi, right? Did you ever hear of a man named Vince Lombardi? Huh? In this neck of the woods, did you ever hear the great Vince Lombardi? So you know what? Okay, what did he say about winning? Right? Right. He knows. He's a fan. I met Vince Lombardi once. I mean, a number of times, but I met him once. And he was with three of his players. I was a very young guy. It was at a restaurant. And these three players were tough cookies. I better not mention their names, and two of them are friends of mine. And they played for your team. And I'll tell you, they were great players. And Vince Lombardi was not a big guy. And he walked in and he was angry. And he was just so angry, you could see. And he came over to the table and he saw these three big guys. They were like twice his size. They could have swatted him. And he looked at him. I won't tell you what he did because he actually grabbed one by the shirt, but I won't say that. See, today you're not allowed to do that, right? And then he left. He gave him a little bit of a earful. And then he left. And I want to tell you, this big, strong friend of mine, he weighed like 250 then. Don't need any health care for 40 years, okay? So, but they're still very enthusiastic, right? Great kids, great. They don't like... Tom Brady's a friend of mine.
All right, I'm going to wind this back a little bit. I got a bullet. I got a network bullet. It took down my entire network. Not just here, the radio station, everything went down for about 7 minutes. I had to kill the DDoS and do all kinds of interesting stuff. But it seems that's over now, and I got that taken care of. I climbed back. I'm going to climb back in this video 11 minutes. And then we'll pick it up there and see where we go from there. And then I got to go deal with some other stuff. So anyway, back to live.
But it's it's a simple, beautiful theme. Make America great again. We have so many problems. We're doing so poorly, far worse than you understand. And in Wisconsin, I know the numbers. The governor gave me a plaque a year ago when he thought I liked him, and I do. He's a nice person. He came up to my office. He gave me a plaque. I bet he wished he had that one to do over again, right? I think I'll have to show that plaque before I leave, right? I keep saying, no, let's not bring it. I should have brought it for this group. But I'll do it somewhere before the time I leave. I'm going to be here right till the end. We're going to be here right till election. And I think it's going to be an amazing couple of days. And I can tell you, I think we're going to win. I really do. I think we're going to win.